My only absolute fear is coming across a bear.
Or a mountain lion.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
There's
I've come across a bear before.
Really?
I've heard of bears.
I've heard of bears.
No, I really have. I was in Shenandoah National Park in Virginia, right?
Yeah,
And,
I was trying to go up to their Skyline Drive, and it was like closed. Anyways, sorry, continue.
Oh, that's okay. There was a baby bear.
Aww.
There was a baby bear that we saw on the trail, which was cute and sweet. And then when we were driving away after finishing the hike, there was like a big mama bear sitting in someone's front yard and pulling apples from their tree.
Do they have black bears in Virginia?
I think
it was a brown bear.
Brown bear, okay.
I think I came across a black bear in the no wait, it was, why am I drawing a blank? It's in Gatlinburg. Why am I drawing a blank of what the mountains are called?
Appalachian?
No.
In Tennessee? No, that's God, what are they? Yeah.
Why am I drawing blank? But Gatlinburg, we were walking, and we saw a bear. Like, we were like on the side of the road, like going into like a hiking area, and there was like a bear like down, probably like 20 yards away, but it was like down into the forest, and we're like, oh my gosh, that's actually pretty close.
So funny enough, I can take, so like you see these videos of like these adorable bears, even though you want to steer clear, like showing up in your property and like hanging adorable bears like going in your hot tub or your pool. Like I've seen the videos of that in like Tennessee.
Oh my God, the Smoky Mountains. Sorry, that's
I was saying it's like the first mountains we'd all think of, but I was drawing a blank too. But the one surprise I could not handle are these cases in Florida when literally like people will go to like walk out their front door and like thank God they've got like a screen door because there's an alligator waiting right there for
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Or like these people with pools in their backyard and it's not like there's not like a like it's not encased or anything in like a separate cover or room. Can you imagine just sitting in your pool and an alligator like climbs in with you? Oh my God.
That was my worst nightmares when I was a kid, was to have like an animal at the bottom of the pool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And not know it, and then jump in the pool and there's just like a set of jaws that you're jumping into. It was always sharks for me, but I'd have the same thing with alligators too, because that's terrifying.
But I did see a video the other day that like frightened me, but also like I was kind of blown away. These two guys, I guess, were swimming in a river, or I don't know what it was. They were like along the edge of the river, but an alligator started approaching them.
Oh my gosh.
No, one of them got out. The other friend was like stuck in the river. An alligator was approaching. So the friend who was out of the water was trying to like splash water at it, throw something at it, but it kept approaching. And I can't believe it, but the guy actually did like a Macho Man Randy Savage, jumped in the water and tried to elbow it, and it worked.
Oh.
Can you imagine?
Have you seen that video of the guy fighting a kangaroo who's like trying to kill its dog?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I never realized kangaroos were like dangerous too, but I guess everything in Australia.
They can be very aggressive. Yeah.
Don't they punch you?
What'd you say?
They punch, right?
Yeah, punch and kick.
Yeah, and they have like long like nails or something, because it was like ripping the dog, or like cut the dog.
Yeah.
A lot. I don't know.
Yeah, and they can kick with a massive amount of force, if I remember right. Like they can easily kick you in the chest, and you will just like you will die from internal organ damage pretty quickly.
Yeah, I was in Charleston at Magnolia Plantation and Gardens, and they had this. I think I sent you all a picture. I don't know if I did, but they had this swamp tour that was self-guided, and there were like gates up and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, like, you know, jokingly, like, oh, it's to protect us from alligators, and then there was like just open paths between swamps, and I was like, oh, well, you know, I guess it's safe. There's probably no alligators in it. They're just letting you walk wherever you want here. And as I'm walking, all of a sudden I see this like thing walking up from one swamp, crossing the path to the other, and it's a huge alligator. And I start backtracking, and then I'm like, wait a sec, oh my gosh, let me get my phone and take a picture. I was like 10 yards away from it, and then I realized that those things can run really fast. So I was like, well, I'm glad it wasn't paying me any attention. But
well, here's the thing about gators is it's the crocodiles you mostly need to worry about. Like, you don't want to be in the vicinity of gators, because if you agitate them, they will attack you.
yeah.
But that's why you see plenty of times golfers will actually keep golfing when there's a gator 10 feet away. I mean, they'll keep an eye on it, but they're not going to bother you generally if you don't bother them.
We were trying to, as soon as we saw, I mean, I keep forgetting what the difference between how you can tell which one's a gator, which one's a crocodile.
Rounded versus pointed snout. Pointed is crocodile.
Okay, I think it was I think it was rounded. Anyways, and it's usually more gators in the south than crocodiles.
Yeah, no, indeed. Yeah, it wouldn't be crocodiles.
Yeah, so it's likely a gator, and so I was thinking that, because then we're like, okay, we got to get out of here. But then the whole path is pretty much just open. So the entire, and it's a pretty narrow path, so we're the whole time I'm just looking around and just making sure I don't see anything that resembles any scaly creature. And even that gator that I stupidly but also really cool was taking video of, once it went back into the water and it just kind of stopped swimming, if I didn't know it was there, I would never have seen it. It looks like it blends in perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little nerve-wracking.
I'm telling you, I'll deal with spiders, sharks. I don't care. I cannot.
Sharks, no.
Yeah,
if
sharks.
I see a shark, I'm also peeing my pants.
Yeah, I used to have a huge fear of the open ocean, and I still kind of have it.
I still do too.
What?
I still do too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The ocean. I like being in it, but I can't go too far out in it, swimming.
Mm-hmm.
In a boat, sure, but I can't swim too far because I don't want to get eaten.
Yeah, and my worst fear is to not be able to see land in any direction, which terrifies the heck out of me, that you don't know where to go, and there's just water everywhere, and there could be literally there's creatures that can easily swim way faster than you that are just there and they're not going to be afraid, because you're kind of in their territory and you can't move quickly, and you can't prepare yourself for them, and it terrifies me so much. It's not as bad now as it used to be, but
it's a paralyzing fear, though, because imagine you're in the middle of the ocean, you have nothing but water underneath you.
Yeah.
And there's
around you.
Yeah, and around you, and it's everything below you. I mean, there could be hundreds of thousands of creatures there. Just right below where you are. It's very it's just a paralyzing fear.
And it's not just that. Have you ever seen the creatures that are at the very bottom of the ocean and what they look like? The ones
they're creepy.
Never go up above a certain pressure level or out. They had never evolved to get into areas that have light. So they have all these weird they have all these weird setups. The deepest, darkest parts of the ocean have some of the most terrifying looking animals. If you ever want to not be able to sleep at night, just look at an anglerfish and try to the most terrifying picture of an anglerfish, and imagine that swimming under you. They're not big, but they're terrifying.
Yeah, they're ugly.
Do you know what that reminds me of, Peacock?
What?
That episode of SpongeBob where he's in rock bottom and he's trying to get out, and it's all of the creatures down there are creepy looking, and they have lights and big teeth, and they can only
understand your accent.
Yeah, I was gonna say they can't they don't speak but they do that thing.
And SpongeBob can't figure out what bathroom to use because the signs on the door don't make any sense. And he says, "I'll just wait for someone to come out." And then everyone comes out, and he can't tell which bathroom even after.
And the doors open in weird ways too. They open from the top and from the bottom.
It's such a great episode.
He keeps missing the bus. He keeps missing the bus, trying to get. He's buying that candy bar, and every time he presses on it, the bus comes flying by.
Right. Or like sneaks up while he's walking towards the candy bar station.
Yeah.
He like runs towards it and speeds away.
That's such an amazing episode.
Oh, SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Why?
It does make the bottom of the ocean seem scary.
Yeah.
It doesn't need much help, though.
Rock Bottom also is
No.
copyright of Haley Steinfeld.
What?
Thanks for taking a ride on Spaceship Piff. If you're interested in another trip, check out one of our other videos. And consider leaving a comment on our most recent podcast about how you paid it forward.